wait! I want to go to the football game.
That's not my call. You're gonna talk to Mom about it?
Hang on one sec. And like a Colt like darts over to the payphone. Mom, it's me. I'm gonna go to the football game with Ojas, and I'll see you tonight. I love you. Bye. And then hangs up before like the full call even goes through, and runs back to the car. Whoa, yo, what is this?
Alien technology. It's from space.
Y'all went up to outer space and brought this back?
No, they came down.
They came down?
We're calling that an ecosphere. It tells us things that have happened in the past in other universes.
So you're telling me that you got here from an alien?
Yeah.
A Cronus.
Okay. What? Just make that word up.
No, it's just a thing that it works with like time travel. You don't read books like, oh, Mac, hey, Ojas. Seriously, look, she's real. See, I told you, that's my friend Max. We met at the junkyard.
Oh my God! Yes, that's my niece right there. She's amazing. And you see, your aunt is standing in line behind several people who you don't recognize, and you very obviously recognize Ojas and Lucas, as they are star sports players in your high school. Oh my God, that's her in the red top? Oh, she loves sports. Are you kidding me? Hey, come here. These are your friends from school. I found them. Hey. And she points to the open section that Alara had pointed to of her cool friends. You want to come sit with us?
Yeah.
Everyone's invited.
Oh, hey. Thanks.
Oh, Meg, I didn't even tell you. I got to touch an alien thing. It was super cool, and supposedly it can tell you all about like stuff from like way back when. Like it can travel through time and stuff like that. It was
like
incredible.
A chronosphere?
Like a chronosphere. See, you know.
Well, duh, of course I do.
And then all at once, you hear nothing. All four of you hear dead silence. Cool. As you hold the spoiler and you kind of like use it as like a lantern, moving like back and forth, you sweep to the left and you like, the light reflects off of a humanoid shape. But as you sort of like see it in the corner of your eye, and everyone else can kind of see that it looked a little off, you pull the car back towards it. There's definitely a person there, but they have no features, and they are completely black. You hear that noise still. Still the only person that can hear it. That it begins to Doppler. So you begin to hear that as if it is rotating.
Oh, guys, something's happening. I don't want to add to our problems, but like that thing is getting closer.
What
thing?
The noise. It's
Okay,
not far now.
You grab my shirt. Stay right behind me. You tell me when that noise gets close. Yeah.
Okay.
Colt points out. You crank that hockey stick out like it's a baseball bat, and you make contact. Arise, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for episode 2 of Glenbrook Unhallowed, and that was a damn good previously on, if I can pat myself on the back, which I can. It's my show. I do whatever I want here. But if you like what we do here and you want to support the channel and hopefully help me work myself out of a job, go to our Patreon. Link for that down below. That's the best place to support us. And while you're down there, click on that Discord link. Join us over in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, I get to do what the hell I want to these wonderful players. And two, every single dollar that goes into that goes back to these wonderful faces that you see here before you. But without further ado, I will show you my book. I wrote this setting. It's mine. I made it. You can go buy it. It's over on DriveThruRPG. It's called Glenbrook. I did it. I put fingers to keys, words to paper, and now you can pay money for it. Or don't, I guess. You can get it for free if you really want it, but it'd be cool if you did. With that being said, let's jump into things over in Glenbrook. With a brief little introduction. All at once, the blinding white from the overhead lights and the roar of the crowd make your head spin. You see, Aris, correct me if I'm wrong here, Buford? Okay. You see Buford and Dennis, herding you away from the field, but their words don't find purchase. As the lights fade behind you, you realize that you're in the back seat of a bright yellow 1982 Ford Pinto. As images of shadow figures and strange metal orbs swirl in your mind, you barely notice when the Pinto pulls to a stop at your house. Yes, KP, before you panic, you have left your car at this stadium. We start the next day at the home of the two lovely Trivedi boys. Colt, Ojas, could you describe what your bedroom looks like?
Well, oh boy. I mean, it is a fantastic, absolutely amazing room. And by that, I mean, it is a mess of a hellscape of a boys' room from the 80s, where on one side, you have a bunk bed, absolutely nice looking bunk bed with the bottom sheets looking very sports-like. It has a bunch of hockey-themed posters and just like, plain sheets of just hockey-themed pillow sheets and bed sheets and things like that. Across the wall is just a bunch of like his favorite players. I have no fucking clue. I've never played hockey.
Sports, a field hockey. The field hockey is so popular.
Listen, man, I don't know. Fucking sports, okay?
Regular hockey. It's ice hockey.
It's there. It's people in sports attire playing games. One of those. Someone must be famous in that. I don't know. Who cares? Do you know? Do you care? I don't care.
KP, you are the epitome of someone who's at a Super Bowl party for the commercials and snacks.
I am. I absolutely am. That is the best and only reason to ever go to a Super Bowl party, okay? All right? It's not the
charcuterie
game.
board, yo. I'm here for it.
Yeah, man.
I'm with KP on this one.
I will literally wear a t-shirt that says sports on the front and then in the back, yay team.
I love that. I love that for you.
But then everything else in the room, just trying to get to this bed from the door is an absolute maze. It is a trek because Ogis's clothes are lying everywhere. It's very much not the most organized space. At least that's his stuff.
Now,
I leave the rest too.
I have to ask, are you the kind of big brother who would assert dominance and take the lower bunk, or are you the kind of big brother who would know that it is harder to climb in the top bunk and would, not make your little brother have to do it every night?
I honestly feel like it was a very mutual decision as to how this layout is arranged, and I leave it to you, Colt. How about when you can describe your bed and what is your stuff in this room? And I feel, let me just say, when I was younger, I wanted that top bunk. I didn't give a damn that it took a time to get up there. I felt cool being on that top bunk. I had a bunk bed, so but I leave it to you, Ogis or Colt, to tell me where you want to sleep.
It is cool until you get up and hit your head when you're too tall.
Well, you got to be too tall for that to happen, and Colt's not too tall for that.
How long were you in a bunk bed for, Mike?
I had a bed that was only a top bunk and didn't have a bottom bunk. It had a desk in there for little nerdy shit. So it was like when I hit like 12, I was like, poof, and I would hit my head on the ceiling. So I didn't do that anymore. I got rid of that.
Same.
That sucks for you.
Yep.
Colt's part of the room is just a mess with Ojas's part of the, like, it's hard to tell which belongs what stuff belongs to who, because there's probably like hand-me-downs of some sort. Colt didn't bring a lot with him, but like the family is apparently well off in comparison to everybody else that we didn't discuss. Mom works at the Loop, so
It's got that good government money.
He's got that government money.
That private science funding. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, there's clothes, there's toys, there's all sorts of stuff that's just all over the place. It's not organized. It's not neat. It looks like two boys live in this flipping room. And he absolutely is on the top bunk because what 10-year-old would not want to be on that top bunk?
Right.
Who gives a shit that you have to climb? You're climbing trees in the 1980s. Maybe it's different now for the Zennial kids and the Zoomers. Like it might be different. But I'm just saying,
those damn kids.
Get off my internet.
Can confirm 13-year-old likes top bunk.
Back in my
there
day,
we
climbed
go. Hey, some things
trees.
just don't change.
Yeah, the trees just aren't the same nowadays. Yeah, so there's probably like stars, just like all over the place, and he's got like his like RC stuff that's maybe like the neater. There's like one little part of the room that's actually taken care of, and that's where he keeps his like pristine RC
collection.
car, yeah.
I could also imagine you being the tinkerer that you are, having like things torn apart around the room, like things that you wanted. Yeah, like old stuff that you picked up from the junkyard that you wanted to see how it works, so you kind of opened it up. And I feel like
just left it on the floor.
Yeah, just left it on the floor.
Like a good 10-year-old does.
Yeah, and like just doesn't care. He's just like, he's doing his thing. And actually, sometimes you would try to explain, and he just like, yeah, like trying to be the proud, like understanding brother, but having no fucking idea what you're talking about, as usual. But yeah, there you go.
So I feel like in typical age gap fashion.
One thing I did want to say.
Yes.
Sorry, being a 14-year-old, I would assume that at this point, Otis has become interested in the opposite sex, but or in some ways, and therefore probably try to have posters of models and stuff. However, I would assume his mom, not wanting to create a bad environment for the younger brother, probably ripped some off. So you see little pieces of other posters that have been like ripped off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh no way! They got so smart with this though, right?
Oh
There's
yeah, I would
one
imagine
that's
so.
like it's got it's pinned to the wall with like a little string of fish wire, and it's on one side. It's just like science is fun, but then like you can literally just flip it around, and on the other side is totally like Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
Fully clothed Cindy Crawford, but like Cindy Crawford, and that's how Otis gets away with having like babes in his room.
Perfect. It's behind a cork board.
You
moves the cork board when Colt goes to bed.
As Bill Nye would say, science rules.
It does. So I feel like in typical age gap fashion, never wanting to go to bed early but passing out immediately, Colt, you would be the first person awake. Because when you're 15, it's cool to sleep in on a Saturday. But there's Saturday morning cartoons, there's things to do, there's bikes to ride, there's, adventures to have. So, Colt, as the first person to wake up, you remember the events of last night. How do you approach the day?
Question.
Yes.
Did I keep the thing?
No. When you were hurried off of the field... you either didn't have anything in your hand or everything was kind of a blur and you might have dropped it. You don't have it now. And if you think back, you don't remember having it in the car ride. Okay.
Cool beans. Immediately, like does like one of those like takes one step way too big on the ladder and hops down the rest of the way, probably tripping over Lord knows what's on the floor, goes to the desk area and just kind of like pushes some stuff off to the side, pulls out some like thick construction paper and just starts trying to draw as he can't draw. He's not an artist of any sort, but is doing his best to draw this thing. That's what he's doing.
Otis, no 10-year-old knows how to be quiet, so you hear all of this. You hear this loud thump as he lands to the ground, probably a oof, as he runs to the table, slides everything off, and begins, getting a degree in engineering, I guess.
Hey, just keep it Give it down. What?
So you, Otis, you should wake up.
That is not. Nope.
Yeah,
Not.
Otis, we gotta go back.
We are not going. Go back.
Otis, we gotta go back.
He turns around and he goes.
Go ahead.
He goes. Just stares at him. And goes. It is Saturday. I am going to sleep in, like I always do. We are then going to have breakfast when I wake up. And by the way, breakfast is like lunch. And I'm going to go hang out with Lucas. And that's all that's going to happen today. You are going to go to, I'm assuming mom's probably working weekends or something like that. Or she goes, you are going to Mrs. Hanson's place, just like always, and get, being babysat there until you do your homework. And that's it. There's nothing else we're going to do. We're not going to go anywhere else. Nothing happened last night. I'm going back to sleep. Thank you. Turns around.
As soon as you roll over, he just like jumps onto the bed and like straddles you and just shoves this in the picture of the thing drawn in your face. Oh, just you gotta take me back. We can't go back. We cannot go back. We gotta go see what happened. You can't pretend it didn't happen. I saw it. You saw it. All our friends saw it.
I can do anything I want to. I'm 14, which means I'm older than you, which means nothing happened last night. Nothing crazy went on. Nothing loony went on. We didn't see anything. We didn't see weird black silhouettes. Time didn't randomly seem to stop. People didn't randomly just stop talking to us. None of that happened. Okay? Your weird space donut thing. Nope. Not happening. No. You, no. What do you, no.
Fine. And just like,
I'm 15.
like any
right.
bratty kid does. Yeah, you don't want to hear that when a bratty kid, they're plotting something. Just fine. And climbs off you like with an extra like shove. Folds up the picture, tucks it in like his PJs, and leaves the room.
There's a pause, and immediately like, just yes, shit, and then just like hops out of the bed as well because he knows. He's like, I can't. There's no way that that's gonna stop him. Comes out, and then just like ambles up. He goes, so what's the plan? What were you hoping to accomplish? What do you think is going to happen if you go back to that field? Do you really think any of that stuff is going to remain? Whoever's put that out there probably already cleaned that up and wiped people's memories, Jedi style. You didn't see anything. All right.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, but nobody cleans up that good. Don't you ever watch all those cop shows?
Columbo.
I don't think any cop show had a weird whizzing disc doing all of that. That we are talking different genres. This is not a true crime film. This is.
Twin Peaks was kind of a true crime, and it definitely has some weirdo stuff in there.
You're talking Twin Peaks. I'm thinking Twilight Zone. But okay, all right. I'll take you there. We are not getting out of the car. You can watch from the side. Oh, I don't have my car. God damn it. And he goes like, shit.
See, you gotta go back anyways, because we gotta go get your car.
Okay. We're going to get my car. That's all we're doing. We're going to go get my car. If anything happens along the way, okay. We'll look at it. We'll look. We're not investigating two separate things. We are going to look as it goes by. We are not stopping anywhere. There's no period in this sentence. It is a straight to car, get in car, get back home, and to you, Miss Hanson's place. All right. And then he looks at you and goes, we need to get you into art class.
It is at this moment where a smell hits both of your noses. It smells like breakfast.
Wait, in our house?
In your house.
Okay. Oh, looks like. Well, first, and then he goes. And what is it?
You can smell eggs.
Hmm.
You can smell like some kind of wheat product. You're not sure if it's a French toast or a pancake or a waffle, but it smells like something of that kind. But this seems like an all out kind of breakfast situation here.
Is there a note?
There is not a note. Are you headed downstairs?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So we head downstairs.
I need both of you to roll me observation, please.
You. Quick roll today.
Yeah, we're jumping in.
Where donde estás? Body, tech, heart, mind, upset, scared, broken, sneak. I don't see.
There's no
Did
observation.
I
Mike.
make up observation?
Yeah,
What I meant to say was investigation.
Wrong game. Yeah, there you go.
It was
Okay.
investigation is what I meant to say.
I don't have it, but whatever.
That's okay. You can still roll it. You succeed. You succeed. Okay, so as these stairs creak under the weight of two rambunctious boys, you see your mom, aproned, leaning quickly back inside the exterior door to your house. Like her feet are planted inside, but she quickly leans back as if like her head was out of the door. And she like you can quickly see a side eye, and then you hear a louder voice. Not that you heard her before, but she loudly says, like over normal talking voice, "Oh my God, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate that." And you see a man's hand reach in the door and deposit keys into your mom's outstretched hand.
Morning, Ma.
Oh, hi. Yes, this is Mr. Wellington. He came by and dropped off your car. You left it at the stadium?
Yeah, I had. There was a thing, and we had to get Otis home. I mean, Colt home. He kind of was sick. Unfortunately, he just could. We didn't have time to get to the car, and fuck. And we got dropped off. Thank you for the keys. Oh, and that was the other thing. I dropped my keys. That was the main reason I dropped my keys, and did not have the time to take Colt to the car to take us home.
She
Yes.
looks to you. There's a very suspicious, "I know you're lying" look in her face. And then she looks to Colt and says, "Is that true?" And she has the mom look.
He just stands behind Otis but nods quietly.
Oh, hey, breakfast.
Okay.
I'm famished.
The words, or just the letters O and K leave your mom's mouth, and it hits the same way as Colt's fine. You know it is not fine, and it is definitely not okay. She kind of curtly says, "There's breakfast on the table.
Thank you.
I don't have work today, and you will be watching your brother."
But I
Watching your brother. You.
I was gonna go see Lucas today. I had plans.
Well,
No, you did have plans. You said you were going to take me back to the stadium.
I said I was gonna go get the car. Separate things. Two separate things. I have my car back. So
Well-
hey, look at that.
I have your car back, and you can take your brother to Lucas's on foot. And she sort of like grabs the keys and puts them in the pocket of the apron.
But Mom,
Go eat breakfast.
this isn't fair. Come on.
Life's not fair. Eat breakfast, watch your brother. When you can prove that you're responsible, you can have nice things.
All right. Like he doesn't say anything. He just like stomps away.
Mm-hmm.
And just like he makes like a lot of clatter as he's trying to put breakfast on, like unnecessary amount of noise.
It's the most aggressive breakfast ever. And in the half second of hesitation, she looks over at Colt and says, "And march," and points towards the kitchen. You hear over your shoulder, Colt, a few words exchanged between her and Mr. Wellington, and then the door eventually closes.
Do we know Mr. Wellington at all? Like, do we recognize him in any sense?
Man, roll me a contact.
Oh,
It depends on what kind of kid you are.
I do have a lot of contact. Hey, look at that.
3 successes. Yeah. It jogs your memory as you're like, who took my car? Who knew I didn't have a car? This Mr. Wellington owns the record track. He is the owner of the record store. And as you're thinking about who the hell this guy is, you put the name together. That is Mac's father.
I don't think he got Mac's last name.
No, but
He
you
just
go to the
knows-
same school, so there's a chance that you
okay.
would have heard it. With a contact of 3, with 3 successes, yeah, you put it together that like that's her name, and they, the girl with all the band tees and the taste in music makes sense that she works at a record store or lives at a record store. But yeah, you put 2 and 2 together. Makes sense why he was around. And if you did you look through the door at all when he was there?
I think so.
Sure.
I would imagine so.
You recognize him as one of the people like herding you off of the field. It's a little blurry, but he was there getting you into the Pinto. So yeah, you head into the kitchen, having the most aggressive breakfast as possible. Colt, you join him afterwards. I can only imagine that there is too much food on Ojas's plate. With that,
he's just like shoveling it down, just like, and he's not even like, it's like mixing things that shouldn't be mixed. It's just, I'm just gonna eat this to get into my mouth. There is no rhyme or reason why these two should be in my mouth at the same time.
Love that. So as you join your brother in the room, we transition down the road into town proper, where the hatchback that your dad drives there, Mac, pulls up with a little putter as it parks in the alleyway next to the record track. Are you awake already, or would that sound wake you up?
It's early to mid-morning. Mac's probably awake.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily sleep in, but she doesn't necessarily jump out of bed in the morning ready to go.
Sure.
Just kind of putters.
What does Mac's room look like?
Mac's room is filled with different music posters and random tchotchkes from the thrift store. A lot of music-related things and little things that made her think of songs. Like there's a little mini piano and the color purple everywhere. She tends to really like purple and black. Things are generally purple and black.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you hear your dad pull up. And as you do, perhaps you look over and like see the digital clock with like those flick down digital clocks. And it's only like 8:30. It's a little bit earlier than you expected it to be, a little bit earlier than your dad is normally out of the house and driving around. So not common for him to be pulling up at 8:30. But he does so, and you hear the ding-a-ling-a-ling of the record track front door open up. And you can hear your dad walking around on the hardwood floor down there. What are you doing?
I'll go ahead and get up and probably Mac sleeps in some of her old dad's old flannel pants and a band t-shirt. Today she's probably got like the Beatles on. Gets up and quickly combs her hands through her really straight long blonde hair and puts it into a ponytail behind her head, just a low one, and runs downstairs, grabbing her sneakers that she's been doodling on the way down, kind of putting them on as she's going down the stairs.
Mac, roll a comprehend for me.
I don't have it, but let's see how this goes.
You'll be fine.
Nothing.
Perfect. Okay, great. Yeah. You do that 1 foot hop down the stairs as you're trying to get a shoe on before the other shoe on. You make your way down there, and your dad is rearranging records on the wooden angled shelf down there. He looks up to you and goes, "Oh, hey kid, what's the plan for today?"
Oh, I don't know. I kind of lost track of my friends last night, so I just wanted to kind of go meet up. I don't know. You were out and about early today. What are you doing?
Yeah. Dennis from the Kayas down the road, she came over here and picked me up to go back to the stadium to grab the car, and I also dropped off the Mustang for the Trevadis. They left their car there, so I figured I'd drop that off for them. Yeah, I think
that was nice of you.
Yeah, we took them home last night. You guys were having a weird night, so we figured we'd all take you home, and we didn't want the boys driving. So I think the older boy is in a little bit of hot water. Mrs. Trevady didn't seem to be pretty enthused about him leaving the car, but I don't think they're grounded.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they'll ever talk to me again. That was that was weird.
It was weird?
Yeah, the Trevadis, just at least, he's never actually talked to me before. He's kind of talked past me, and he's waved in my general direction before, but
I mean, he seems like a pretty hip guy, right?
Yeah, he's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
he seems pretty nice too. At least
two cool kids running in the same circle. It makes sense to me, right?
Dad, I'm not cool. I mean, I try really hard, but it's not happening. It's okay. You're cool enough for the both of us.
The daughter of the King of Roadies is the coolest person that could be. It's like the band, Roadie King, his daughter. So if anything in the hierarchy of cool, I think you're cooler than this Ojas boy. He just plays sports, right? That's not. Has he ever met a band before?
I think you're biased.
I've met a lot of people at concerts, on tour, Rhodey's other daughters, the bandmates' daughters. You're the coolest of all of them. That's just a fact. It's a known fact. Look what you're wearing. How cool is that?
Looks down at his old pants and the Beatles t-shirt.
Hence why it's cool. Look, you got great taste in clothing. You're artistic, and he points down at the shoes.
Okay. Well, yeah. You're not wrong. All right.
I know.
Well, yeah. Do you mind? Can I have $5 so that I can get some food while I'm out today?
$5? You go to the Ritz-Carlton?
Well, I was also gonna go to the junkyard and see if I could get some parts for another bike. And...
$5. Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, sure. And he walks behind the counter. You hear click, 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 ding as the drawer slides out. $5. It's everything's getting way more better in my day. Here you go. Get a whole meal for $5. Yeah, no, don't spend it all in one place. And don't, who are you building a bike for? You have a skateboard.
Well, it's okay. So Tanner's bikes is kind of hard to keep up with on my skateboard sometimes. So I was thinking about building a bike for me.
Okay. All right. You can just ask for one for. It's fine. Yeah. Take that. Don't get hurt. Don't go anywhere you're not supposed to go. Yeah. I think that's it. I think I covered all the bases, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't die. Come back. 8 p.m.
Thanks, Dad. And she gives him a big hug and then rushes back upstairs to actually put on jeans.
Your dad mutters after you, and you hear, as you're putting on actual jeans, you hear the phone ring downstairs in the store, and you can hear that like noise as your dad is talking on it from beneath the floorboards. Yeah, you can easily change clothes. I assume you grab your skateboard. Is there anything else you're doing upstairs before you dart out of this place?
I'm going to grab a bag with random parts that I've been accumulating. They're really random parts. I'm just kind of trying to see if Mac has it in her head that she could probably make something from nothing, but she's not sure what she wants to make yet. And look,
hey, I get it.
She wants to be handy at something and good at something, but she's still trying to find what thing that would be. So,
okay.
Yeah,
you got to have that calling, right?
Yeah. Nothing's calling to her yet, really.
Okay. So you grab a bag full of random shit, a skateboard, new pants, and head back downstairs. As you run down the stairs into the shop, roll me a what was it? Not observation. Roll me a another comprehend, actually.
Not investigate?
You know what? I'll take investigate.
Okay, cool. That didn't help.
Perfect. Yeah, you don't notice anything. Your dad is on the phone, and he says, "Oh yeah, no problem at all. I'm happy to bring it by. The car was not a big deal at all. I had to go pick up my car anyway. So, and he like waves to you. You can clearly judge by the context that he must be on the phone with some member of the Trivedi family. But yeah, you are able to walk out of the door there. And where are you headed?
I am. Mac also realizes that something weird happened last night. She is kind of curious about it, and she doesn't know where to start on figuring it out. So she's probably going to go. Need a die. So even she's going to the stadium, odds she's going to the junkyard.
Okay.
She's going to the stadium.
Okay. Cool. So as you hit that skateboard, I'm going to use one of the corruption bars from last week. And we see in perfect 80s style synchronicity, a split screen down the middle, where on one end we see Buford Wellington and one unnamed Ms. Trivedi on the same phone, kind of cord going, as the door cling jingles closed. He says, "No, I don't think either of them know anything. No, we'll be fine. Listen, they're young. It's fine. Are you sure? No, it's fine. Okay, so we're still on for Friday? We're on for Friday. It's totally fine." And then we cut to black as we fade over to the Kea residence. Alara, you hear a similar wake up as the bright yellow Pinto rockets back into the street, rockets back into your driveway, coming to a crunchy gravel halt in front of your house. And your aunt opens the door with a handful of jingling keys. Are you still asleep at this time? Probably about 8:30 in the morning.
I think I woke up. I'm awake.
Okay.
I'm probably an early riser because otherwise you don't really get a lot of peace on the weekends at home. Because if your mom's like a teacher, she's home. And as like a teenager, especially like a 15-year-old who has a stay-at-home aunt and a mom that does not work on weekends, if you want any privacy or any like alone time, you probably have to get up at like 5.
Okay. So we saw a little bit of Alara's room, yesterday. What does it look like in a little bit more detail there?
So Alara's room is impeccably tidy. The sheets, like she makes her bed as soon as she gets out of it, and it has like the little extra fold at the top. She also has a bazillion pillows and several stuffed animals all over it that are organized nicely. And yes, although if you ask her, she'll deny it. If one falls, she does apologize to it and put it back as you must to avoid their like offending them or upsetting them somehow. So she but the thing about the plushies is that like at first glance, you're like, yeah, plushies. Then you look back and you're like, is that Cthulhu? And it's so some of them are like teddy bears, the obligatory, like your parents get you like a Dollar Tree pink teddy bear for Valentine's Day thing. So there's a collection of those that are just like the gifted ones. And then there's a collection from her dad that are like all made by different people. And it's very obvious that he's like gotten these like over the years by like tracking them down. And there's just like sci-fi monsters and aliens, and like the craftsmanship between like the teddy bears and the like monsters is like drastically different, but she doesn't care. She really likes them.
Perfect.
And the room is pink.
Obviously.
The walls are pink, like pale pink. The bed is bright pink. All the accent colors are like vibrant reds. But then on the walls, there's a massive poster of Elvira. And a big poster of Audre Lorde with like one of her quotes on it. And the quote for the poster, I actually picked this out, was, if I didn't define myself for myself, I would be crunched into other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. And she loves that quote, and she looks at it every day and tries to like psych herself up to like live up to it. It like works with varying success. But there's Elvira, there's bookshelves, but they're filled with sci-fi. Any VHSs she has are sci-fi and horror movies. And it's a very cute room. There's just like essences of monster and sci-fi all over it.
Love it. Love it. I have 2 questions for you. Is it the Elvira on a car, Elvira on a couch, or Elvira in a coffin poster?
It's Elvira in a coffin.
Okay. And as everyone knows, when you have a lot of stuffed animals on your bed, there is always the center forwardmost one that is of the most important. Which one is that?
The one that is the most important one was the last one her dad gave her before he passed away. And it is probably one of the bigger ones and like more high quality ones, because he actually like tracked down through like this circle of people that like sci-fi and write stuff that like kind of keep in touch and know each other a little bit. And he managed to track down somebody that makes plushies of whatever you want. And he had them make a plushie out of an alien that Alara created with her dad when they were writing stories together. And it is pink. It has 5 eyes that are completely black and just like randomly scattered. They're not symmetrical. And it has a heart-shaped nose and 2 big fangs like made of felt sticking out of its mouth. And it's very much like the body is very much the shape of I should be right with the timeline because Alien came out in the 70s. And it's shaped body-wise to be a bit like a xenomorph.
Okay, cool. I like that.
It's like a felt plushie.
I like that. I'm here for that. Yeah, so you have been awake for a bit, so you hear the telltale jangling too many keys on the key ring of your aunt as she is coming back in the house. She's not quiet either, as you had stated. There is no quiet in this hour. But yeah, she comes in loudly into the house, talking about, to no one, really, just out loud, talking about having to drive the Mustang back, how dare he not let me drive the Mustang. You hear her say, you know who that person is, or what Mustang she's talking about, but she does say that as she walks into the kitchen. You hear the fridge open and close, and then you hear the telltale crack of a old school Slim Fast can. Yeah, it's chocolate banana. Yeah, that's what you hear her as she is chugging a Slim Fast can. What are you doing right now?
Oof. Well, this weekend is a big weekend for Alara. She's very excited. So she's trying to get ready, but she's trying to look cute, but she's also trying to look not like a total dork because she got massively embarrassed yesterday in front of Jennifer, and she's definitely going to hear about it when she sees her later. So like she's trying to be cool also, but like she doesn't really have a lot of cool stuff. She has a lot of pink stuff and a lot of red stuff. So she still looks like a Valentine, but she's put on eyeliner, which she doesn't usually do makeup, but she's put on some eyeliner. And she is like straightening her hair, but it's with her aunt's like curling iron that she's just trying to hold really straight, and it's so hot and it has no safety guard.
Oh, yeah.
And like the bathroom light flickered twice after she plugged it in, and everything smells like dangerously close to like an emergency haircut. But she's managing just to like a little bit, but like she can't do the back of her head without like maybe burning herself. So it's just giving it more volume, because if you flatten the top layer of hair and the rest is still wavy, it just pushes it out.
Yeah, you just have that like weird flat hair, and then it's way out here. Love that.
Yeah.
That's a good look. That's definitely not that's date appropriate, I think.
Oh God. What am I doing to this poor girl?
You do hear a phone ring, and before you have the chance to throw curling iron and run to the phone, you can hear your aunt's voice on the from the kitchen, talking in that telltale phone voice, followed by, "Alara, phone!" Yelling for there is a phone upstairs for you to pick up or run downstairs.
Got it. And like I unplug the curling iron and I drop it straight into the sink because I do not want to start a house fire. It is also like starting to like make my hand really, really hot. So I absolutely book it to the phone upstairs. I get on, and the first thing I say is, "Okay, Dennis, get off." Because I know she's probably still listening.
You hear nothing in response.
Hello?
Hey, are we still on for this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see you at the stadium, but I guess you didn't make it.
Huh?
You didn't make it to the stadium?
Yeah, I did. I thought you saw me.
Oh, I didn't see you. I thought you didn't go.
Oh, well, I went, but I didn't stay the whole time. I went with my aunt, and she felt kind of sick, so we left early. So maybe that's why we didn't see each other.
Is this another one of your little friends?
Oh my God.
Who's that?
I'm so sorry.
Is someone on the phone? Is that? Hello?
Yeah. Hi. Sorry. My aunt. And just is a little loud.
You hear a click from the inside, like your house. Like she actually hangs up the phone. Your aunt hangs up the phone this time. Okay, that was weird. I guess you left before I saw you.
I'm just now wondering how many people we have to explain this concept to.
Yeah. Listen, Google it, guys. Figure it out. We're in the 80s. We're in the 80s.
So Alara's like standing there and she's relaxed now that she knows the aunt is like off the phone, and she like leans back and has like the cord curling around her finger, which she will regret in like 0.2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna get stuck.
Oh yeah.
But she's still twirling it, and she's just like, so where are you taking me?
So I figured we go on like a cool adventure. I'm gonna give you the address.
Cool.
And then you meet
Give
me
a sec.
there. But I'm not going to tell you where it is because I'm pretty sure that you're a chicken shit. And if I tell you where it is, you're not going to go.
I am so not that.
Exactly.
You will be amazed. She's gesturing to no one. She's a very big hand talker. She's like, you will be amazed. And when I prove you wrong, you have to go get milkshakes with me. And you have to pay.
Okay. I mean, that sounds kind of lame, but all right. I guess if that's the bet. I guess that's fine. Unless your aunt's gonna get sick again or something like that, and then you can't show up or something, or whatever excuse you want to make for not going.
No, if she, I'm sure she's fine.
Okay.
And I'm sure she'll stay fine.
Sure. Yeah.
Cause yeah. So let me grab a pen.
Mm-hmm.
And she grabs a pen, and it is the fluffiest thing anyone has ever seen. It's not even, it has like fluff at the end. It has fluff the whole way down. The whole way down. The whole thing
like
looks
wrapped.
like it's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like if you put eyes on it, it would be an alien, and it would be like a Fraggle Rock creature.
Perfect.
So she
Boomer
grabs it
from
and has
Fraggle
like a
Rock.
little heart-shaped notepad.
Stop. Okay, yeah, so she gives you the address. You do not recognize this address, but you can look it up on a map because that's what you have to do, or look it up in the yellow pages.
Oh God.
Yeah, so she gives you the address. She's all right, cool. So it's like 8:30 now. I'm gonna get dressed. You should probably not dress super lame. Where do you own jeans?
I own jeans.
Okay. Do you also own sneakers?
If I say no, what is the next best alternative to sneakers?
Boots?
Like my winter boots? And like the winter boots in question are pink and they're go-go boots.
Does it have do they have treads?
Like in her head, she's like, "What's a tread?" You know what? Maybe I'll just borrow I'll borrow some. I'm sure my aunt has sneakers, so I'll wear the same shoe size. So I'll figure something out. Okay. So I'm guessing a skirt's out then, huh?
I mean, you don't want to get a bruise or bang anything up, or jeans are kind of.
All right. I can wear jeans and sneakers.
I hope so. They're pretty much just like regular clothes. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna get dressed. Should only take me a few minutes, and then I'm gonna head right over there. So I'll meet you there for like 9:30.
Sure.
Okay. Great.
Cool.
All right. I probably won't see you there because you're gonna chicken out. So
I'm not gonna
enjoy
chicken out.
your solo milkshake, and I'm gonna have fun on this adventure. I'll wait 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna go.
How far even is this from my house?
I don't know. Look it up. I don't know. What might look like a cartographer?
Waiting for people is pretty cool. It's not lame. So I will be there, and I will be on time, and you will eat your words.
Okay. Be sure to, put on as much makeup as you want, and
oh my God,
as frilly a shirt as you got there, and, tennis skirt or whatever those are called.
I think you make fun of them because you like the looks.
That's what it is. Yeah, we'll go on an adorable adventure. Okay, see you then. Click.
Yep. She puts the receiver down and just a hand against the wall, like, oh my God.
I have to find pants.
Who says I can wear? Oh my God. And then she looks up to them. It's like she's talking to her dad, and she's like, "Am I an alien and you just never told me?"
There is unfortunately no response.
Oh. God, the aunt didn't hear her.
ET phone home.
Yeah.
No responded.
As you like breathe a sigh of relief, you hear from downstairs, "You going on a little date?"
Oh my God. Yeah. Do you have sneakers I could borrow? And jeans. Well, because she has jeans, but she's like second guessing them right now because the jeans she has, she made with her aunt. So like the aunt's probably going to be aware she has them.
Are they bedazzled?
So they're not bedazzled, but they do have patches all up the front and back that are hearts.
I love this life you live.
It's great. It's wonderful. Being a walking Valentine is a gift and a joy.
That's so good. She like there's a pause, followed by, "What kind of date is this?"
Oh God. Remember how I told you that we were gonna go urban exploring? That's like happening in like really, really soon. So I have to hurry. As she's explaining this, she is running around like a headless chicken in her room. Mm-hmm. She has taken the whole outfit off and is just like grabbing like sweater frills, no frills. And then she manages to find like this pale pink sweater where like at least it's not hot pink. So she's like got a pale pink like loose sweater on that has like an alien in the corner, like a little embroidered alien in the corner. It's like a crew neck type like sweatshirt sweater. Mm-hmm. And it's cropped because she cut it herself so that she could feature the skirts. So she's got the cropped sweater and she's holding up her jeans and is like, "You know what? These are fine. They're fine. They're also like mom jeans, so they're like relatively high-waisted still." Mm-hmm. And she grabs those and like puts on her little like pink heart like dotted socks. She doesn't have any other kind of sock. And
roll the bottom of the jeans up. Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Roll them up because we're gay and it's the 80s. And she like runs down in her sock feet and like fully like Tom Cruise slides over.
Your aunt is holding up by the back a pair of white Keds.
Perfect.
That's the closest I got. I don't know what you need, but
that's fine.
Those
are cool.
Okay.
Those are cool.
Great.
If they get dirty, I'll clean them when I get home. Okay.
Okay. How are you getting there? Where are you going?
Oh, right. And she hands the address, a little like pink note to her aunt, and is like, "Where is this? Do you know?" She
like takes the heart-shaped notepad, looks at it, looks back at you very suspiciously.
God.
Where? Okay. And how are you getting there?
How far away is it?
About 20 minutes.
On foot?
On foot.
Okay. Well, we have a bicycle, so on bicycle it'll probably be like 10.
Okay.
Hair's gonna end up all wavy again, though.
She looks at your hair. Okay. Okay, so, and she hands you the notebook back. You leave the house. You're going to take a left. Okay, you're going to go all the way down Jefferson. You're going to take
She's grabbed a pen. She's writing this down.
You're going to take a right on East, hit Main, take a left at Main. You're going to go 3 lights down. You're going to take a right on Crystal Lake and just going to go straight down until you see it. You can't miss it. It's the last place on the road.
What is it?
No, I think I think if she didn't tell you what it was, I think that's part of the surprise.
Oh God. Well, if I don't come back by tonight, then I got murdered.
Okay. Well, I'll take all your stuff and sell it in a yard sale to pay for a flight to Bali.
All right, take Mom though.
Ooh, possible deal breaker. She's kind of a buzzkill.
Speaking of, where is she?
You know what? I don't actually know. She wasn't awake when I got up, and she's not around now.
Should I wake her up and tell her I'm going, or do you think it's smarter to just and tell her later?
Nah, you can tell her later.
Okay.
I got it. I got it.
And by tell her later, I mean, if she asks you, you do what you do best.
Oh, yeah.
Confuse her.
I got it. Go have fun on your little date.
Oh God. Okay. Do I look okay?
I still don't know what urban exploring is,
Me
so
neither.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Maybe I need a hat. And she like runs back and grabs a beanie, and the only beanie she's ever owned because it's more grunge clothing. It's not really her aesthetic, but she did get this. And I think actually Dennis might have gotten it for her once because it says Queen and it says Queen straight across the forehead.
Right. I feel like the fact that it's a band was completely over Alara's head, and she
Doesn't
was
know.
like, "I am a queen." Yes. And
Yes!
then-
Exactly what happened.
Perfect. Perfect. Love that for you.
But it also helps with the hair.
Yeah. Yeah, with whatever you did to it. So
God.
you
It'll
hit
never recover.
you hit this bike, which I imagine is if it's yours, it has to be like a pastel pink with a banana boat seat.
And it does have the streamers
Oh,
that the
yeah.
80s and 90s bikes
Love
had,
it,
and
love
the really rough textured rubber handlebars that like kind of hurt
Yeah,
to touch. I don't know why they decided that
with
that
those
way,
little
but they hurt
plastic
so
beads
much.
on the spokes that like slide up and down as you go. Perfect. Perfect.
I am click clacking my way down here.
So you hop on the bike and peel out of your driveway, following a vague set of directions from your aunt. And as you do, we'll say once you hit Main Street, with serendipitous timing, you see Mac drop the skateboard and kick off onto the main street. You recognize her from last night, and no other time before that. As you are riding quickly down Main Street, you realize that Mac is a little bit slower, but headed behind you in the same direction. You're both headed down Main Street. Do you say anything, or are you beating feet for this date as quick as possible?
I mean, I am for sure pedaling for my life because I believe her. I believe it when Jennifer says that she's not gonna wait for me.
She's not.
She's not. She's absolutely not, because she's still not convinced that I'm not some sort of preppy asshole. I'm pretty sure half of her thinks that I'm doing this on some sort of dare, which is ridiculous. Because who would dare me? I don't actually have any real friends. But I glance up at Mac, like, because I try to keep my eyes on the road. But I glance up and I go, "Hey," and I'm like,
Nice
a little
hat.
higher.
Like
Right?
that band.
It's a band. Thank you.
Fucking perfect. So you head down Main Street. You cut down that first right. Mac, you notice immediately that where she is going is not towards the stadium. And much to Brandy's surprise, you also recognize that if you keep going down that way, you'll eventually get to the junkyard. So as you kick off towards the stadium, we'll quickly cut back over to the Trevades, who are finishing their breakfast. Ojas, what's the plan for the day? Since you pulled the babysitting duty card.
I'm assuming mom's left by this point. Or she's still here?
She's in the house. She said she doesn't have work today, and she's
Oh,
in the
that's
home
right.
and has dumped the kid on you.
I mean, so I don't like. I mean, you're home, Mom. You're home, right? So I mean, Cole can just stay here. He can just hang out. He can watch TV, play video games. He has a lot of things to tinker with.
He absolutely can do all those things with you here.
This sounds like a lot like what Grounded sounds like.
No, because you can leave with Colt.
Let's go.
If Colt stays here, you stay here.
And no car.
And no car either way. You see her slide out that drawer that everyone has, the junk drawer rather, and she pulls out a nicer Walkman than anyone you've seen Colt touch because he seems to break them, and she opens it, looks at the tape, slides it back in, snaps it closed, and she's beginning to put on those headphones. She goes, "And I'm going to be busy, so make up your mind." And she tink and kind of snaps them to the side of her head. And she looks at you as she's miming the slow, I'm going to press the play button. So say whatever you're going to say.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Click. and you just hear like Janet. You hear Paula Abdul like coming out of the side of this thing at max volume as she like dances over to the closet and pulls out the vacuum cleaner and begins cleaning the house.
So uncool.
It's the coolest person in the house right now. So she has max volume on, and you see the zzzz of the vacuum cleaners just start to go. She is unreachable for the foreseeable future.
All right, kid, let's go.
He's already ready. You had to have that moment with Mom, and he is just
It's like just turning around. And
he's got his backpack. He's got his jacket on. He's just like putting his hat on, and he's not even bothering tying his shoes.
Love that. Like on his bike, holding Ojas's bike, ready for him to get on.
Yay!
Before I leave, I'm assuming I'm gonna call Lucas and I tell him today's plan's canceled, because I'm assuming the plan that we were having probably didn't involve having a kid along, and probably is not meant for having kids along. So I'm just like, hey, nah, I got a bummer. I can't today.
What happened, dude?
I just can't. I can't. Okay.
Why? You in trouble?
Maybe.
What'd you do?
Well, I left my car over there, and someone dropped it off. We had to rush out of there.
You left your car where?
Doesn't matter. I just can't. I have to take care of the kid.
Oh,
right?
I thought. Whoa, wait, dude, what the heck? You said you left your car somewhere? I thought we were supposed to
at the stadium.
You went to the stadium?
Dude, we met. We hung out. What are you on about?
I would absolutely remember.
What joke
that.
is this?
I would remember that. You didn't show up. Did you just show up after? Were you fucking with me? Did you go and tell me you didn't go?
We met. I drove you there. You and I picked up my brother, and we went straight to the. Dude, I don't remember. Today is not the day to be Josh and me. All right.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You said you couldn't go, and then you didn't go, and so I went and didn't see you there. So you telling me that you lied to me and then you showed up afterwards with your lame brother? Dude, uncool. Super uncool.
Two things. You need to apologize, because you can say shit about me,
just
but
told
you
me
don't
that
touch
you
my
lied
brother.
to me, bro.
Yeah, I did not, and you're fucking joking with me. I'm not having this right now. I'm not in the mood for it. We're gonna talk later. Click.
Fucking what an asshole.
What an asshole.
So you have that awkward exchange with Lucas. Cancel some plans. Where are you and Colt headed?
Well, first off, I think at this point, I think it's Colt's plan. I think he just wants out of the house.
Okay. So Colt, is it accurate to say that you have the bike propped up, ready to go?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, imagine my bike is there. It's just one that I have not used in a while, so it's a little squeaky because I got a car.
Yeah.
Who rides their bike when they have a car?
Yeah, it definitely takes a minute to like get started because the chain's rusty. Because you like left it in a bush and that's where it stayed for like the last year.
Mom, stupid bike and.
Colt, on the other hand, your bike is well oiled, very well taken care of. It's faster than the wind. Where are you headed? What's the plan?
Gotta go back to the state. Wait, we should actually go see. Just we should go check on everybody else. Check on Mac and Bugs Cherry.
Wow. Okay.
That was a streamer problem. Oh, it crawled right by my mouth.
Yeah, whatever. And then you see at this point, like, just instead of like riding normally, like, a regular kid would, he's still trying to be cool about it, and like he's trying to ride it with no hands. You ever done that? Ride a bike with no hands?
Yes.
That's a lot of fun. You feel
Yeah,
cool.
except for your bike still has like the folded up baseball card in it, and it's going click 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 click.
I feel like KP just tried to convince us how cool riding with no hands was.
Yeah.
You guys ever do that?
Cool.
Super
Y'all do
cool.
that? I did that. I'm cool.
You guys ever respect your parents? Super cool. Like, okay,
You ever
Dad.
do your homework on time? Cool.
I'm trying to be a Lara, basically.
That's actually KP.
Fuck you.
While cool guy Ojas is riding his janky bike with no hands, Colt, you're in control of the scene. Where are you headed? You know where Mac lives. But you don't know where Alara lives.
No. Well, let's swing by the stadium first.
Okay, cool.
Let's swing by the stadium first.
Okay. You guys blast out of your driveway, down the street, and as luck would have it, you hit Main Street, and you see probably a good 10 yards in front of you, there is somebody with blonde hair on a skateboard as they are skating in the direction you guys are headed.
Hey, Mac! Mac! Wait!
Don't slow down. Hey.
Look at it.
Mac almost falls because she's so startled that someone actually called her name. So you see in front of you, Mac kind of jumps a little bit, looks over her shoulder and just stops, kicks her board up and grabs it. It's like, hi.
Hey! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm looks down, it's like, yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, but like last night. And he's really hushed about it, looking around suspiciously.
I feel like Ojas is just on the side trying to be all nonchalant and just uninterested, but he kind of eyeing sideways at this conversation.
Yeah, the cool guy thing where you have 1 foot on the pedal, 1 foot leaning on the bike, and you get cross arms.
Mm-hmm,
I know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a cool kid on a bicycle before. I get it.
No hands? No hands?
No hands, man. That's the cool way to do it.
The coolest. Matt goes, well, yeah, it was strange. I was actually going to go back and see if there was anything that different about the field, which sounds, now that I'm saying it out loud, kind of silly, because they probably would have found something if there was something to find.
I mean, that's what I kind of thought too. Is maybe we go back, because I mean, in the movies they don't always find, everything that they try to clean up after stuff, and usually there's a little piece of something, or you turn on that blue light and you find stuff all over the place.
Did you bring one of those lights with you?
No, I just got a flashlight.
Well, maybe if there's something shiny, it'll reflect with the flashlight. I don't know. We use that to find the bits and bobs that drop on the floor sometimes.
You guys want to go back to all that? Are you crazy? Listen, whatever that was yesterday it's beyond anything, okay? And I bet you anything whoever's behind all of that has lasers, okay? Laser guns and I don't sci-fi shit. We're a bunch of kids. Well, bunch of kids. Okay? And what the hell are you guys planning to do?
Don't mind him, Mag. He's just upset because he doesn't have his car.
Don't you start with me. I'll march you straight home.
Nuh-uh. If you take me home, that means you gotta stay home too. We're going to the stadium.
Fine.
What's it like to be bested by a 10-year-old?
Isn't
Does
that
it hurt
Little
more?
Cain and Abel moment for a second.
Just the daggers. If I go home, you gotta go home. Son of a bitch, he got me. He got me. And he knows it. Oh, Christ.
Well,
The funny thing is, I'm the older sibling of my family.
In real life, yeah.
In real life, yeah.
you picked up some tips?
Love it.
look, I was the younger sibling. You just whine and get what you want. That's it.
I'm the oldest, and I know that so much. That asshole.
Oh, well, aren't you a little young to be driving anyways?
Not if you're cool.
God.
They give licenses for cool?
No, I mean, it's just. Never mind. Also, oh hey, wanted to say, well, to your dad, but thanks. I wanted to thank him. If you see him, let him know. For dropping my car off. Yeah, that was real nice.
Yeah, I suppose so. How does my dad know where you live?
I mean, I don't. And then, like,
Well,
at
you
that
know what? The
moment,
address might be in the registration or something. It's probably in the
yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably it. Yeah.
Oh, just roll me a comprehend.
God damn it. Oh. We are just succeeding tonight. Is this how is? Tell me this is not
Are you
broken,
succeeding?
right?
I have a 0 success on mine, buddy.
Oh, that's okay. I see the word success, and my brain's like, yes.
Multiple successes means you get better things. However, you did not get that. You got 0 successes. Okay, yeah, you don't recognize anything. You don't comprehend anything from that conversation. Cool. Carry on, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Do you think that someone's trying to like hurt us? I don't think anybody would try to hurt us. We didn't do anything.
I mean, I don't know. It's not even like anybody even remembered us from being there, or at least. Oh, actually, he probably doesn't know that. Never mind. That was
I mean,
No,
Lucas
never
didn't remember you being there.
Yeah, like he just goes. It's not like people even remembered half the stuff that had happened last night.
Welcome to my world.
I remember you.
Last night's the first time you ever talked to me, and I definitely sat behind you in math class like all last year.
You should have sat in front of me. Well, next time.
Are you two done flirting? Because, like, I'm bored
Not
and we need to
not
go.
what happened. No.
Mac just turns and puts the skateboard down and continues.
Dude, this is serious. If you want to, like, go off and, like, kiss girls and all that, you do it on your own time.
I'm gonna punch you. All right.
I catch me first. And he starts rattling it.
The janky chain.
Damn card with the card in the back that he keeps forgetting to take out.
Oh my goodness! I can only imagine that Mac is the color of Alara, pink. So you guys are headed towards the stadium.
Yeah.
Crikey. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys head straight down Main Street, past that right turn, Mac, where Alara took, as you head down that way. But the camera cuts and follows down that right turn, as Alara pedals. God. The picture in my head is you're trying to pedal as fast as possible, but also trying to not appear as though you're sweaty. So I can only imagine how awkward this is, especially it being June 1st and you're wearing at least half of a sweater. So
it's okay. The crop lets a breeze come through.
Okay. Okay. I'm sure it does. As you pedal, your Keds off.
I also I maybe forgot that this was summer.
Yeah, that's okay. Fashion. Listen,
IRL am very cold.
Listen, fashion first. A crop sweater is applicable any time of the year if you want to be fashionable. Okay.
It is.
So you are pedaling your ass off in heart-shaped mom jeans towards destinations unknown as you follow vague directions. You get to the end of Crystal Lake Road, and this has to be a joke from your aunt. She's a jokester. She's a kidder.
Oh God!
But this is an important day, and you don't think she would do that to you, would she? Because the sign over the top of the chain link fence that sits before you is the salvage yard.
Well,
you are at Stillwater Salvage Yard.
I'm just gonna go with it, but I am gonna keep. So if I'm there already, I dismount and I'm pushing the bike, and I've also got a good grip on it because I have a feeling if I let go of it here, it's gonna become salvage. So I'm pushing my bike through and starting to look around for Jennifer. But I also don't want to call out just in case we're not supposed to be here.
Sure. Yeah. Roll me an investigation. Okay. So as you enter into Stillwater Salvage Yard, you can hear the sound of grinding metal. You can hear an engine, and someone seems to be pushing junk somewhere in here, probably with some kind of front loader or a backhoe or perhaps some kind of plow of some kind. But someone is moving junk around here into piles, or processing metal in some capacity. It is loud enough that you could probably call out and not be heard immediately. And you do see the front office is probably about, I don't know, half football field into this place. The road you're on is just sort of more driven on dirt. So you can see where that is. There is the plastic flip sign that says open on there. And with one success, you see that there are bicycle tire treads that are fairly recent that are headed past the front office and to the right.
All right, I'm gonna follow them.
Okay.
Just trying to make sure that because now this is final moments in my head. I'm okay, just checking everything's okay. Looking down, yes, there are still hearts all over my jeans. Okay.
Yeah,
shoelaces
they didn't come blowing off in the wind as you were.
No, just looking down, being yep, still look like this. Okay. The funniest thing to me is that she is cool, but not with Jennifer.
She's accidentally cool. Yeah, so you head down past this building towards the right, following these tire treads. Eventually they get lighter and lighter as they go. But you start to see the piles of trash here, the piles of metal and copper tubing and air conditioners stacked up. You begin to see robotics parts, and I think you recall something about Colt hangs out here or something like that, which kind of makes sense given your conversation about aliens yesterday. But you start to see things that are magnetrine related. And when I picture magnetrine, you ever see The Matrix?
Yes.
You know the little electromagnetic pods on the bottom of the Nebuchadnezzar? That's what I picture when I picture Magnetrine. So you see like those pods. Every once in a while, one will like spark and sputter, and like a bunch of metal will get pushed away because they're magnetic fields. And you see a bin. It's probably like almost like a dumpster, like one of those like long, like I'm moving out of my house dumpsters, except it's only like 3 feet high. The walls are 3 feet high. And it's probably like 15 feet long and probably 8 feet across. And in front of that, you see a bicycle. Have you ever seen Jennifer's bicycle before?
It's probably, so she doesn't have a bicycle. She has a motorbike.
Oh, that's right. She does have a motorbike. She has a dirt bike. Yeah. That's right. I remember you said that. Motorbike. Yeah, so you see her dirt bike. Plastic blue fender on the front of it. You can see there are zip ties where a number was ripped off of from some cool motocross stuff. And you can still feel the heat coming off of the engine. But you do not see Jennifer.
Okay. Well, I lock my bike next to it, and yes, the bike lock is a heart and a combination lock. So I take like a minute and I flick all the numbers.
Yep.
And so that nobody can take the bike, and it looks owned. And I like, Jen?
You
Jen?
hear no response.
I'm gonna climb up a little bit to look over the edge of the dumpster in case she is, I don't know, in it.
I mean, you know, given what this date is supposed to be, that would make sense. You climb up over the edge of this dumpster, and you see maybe 15, 20 metallic orbs that look shockingly similar to the one you saw last night.
Oh, God. Well, last time we came in contact with that, it was bad. So I kind of gasp at the sight and I let go. And I probably, TBH, probably fall on my ass.
Yeah.
Like right back. And I just kind of land in the dirt. And I'm like, nope. Nope. Mm-mm. Not right now.
As you do, a little dust cloud pops up around you. And I spent a corruption bar from last week. You begin to hear...
No. Nope.
Followed quickly by...
No, not again.
What are you doing?
Scrambling backwards. Haven't even picked myself up yet. Super grateful. Didn't wear a skirt. I'm scrambling backwards and now very loudly, slightly panicked, I'm calling out for Jen.
Mm-hmm.
And just repeatedly and just looking around and looking around, but then very quickly looking back at that fucking dumpster with all of those orbs in it, because I didn't even touch it this time. I didn't even touch it last time. And I not now, please. I'm just in between. I'm please, not now. I don't, please.
You call out that frantic Jen, and you hear that loud happening again, and you hear, man, maybe it was an echo, but you hear like a jet. As if it's echoing off of the trash around you. You hear it again, like a jet. The more you listen to it, it sounds like it can't be an echo because it doesn't sound like your voice coming back to you. It sounds, robot-y not the right word, but it sounds distorted in some capacity.
I just out loud go, this isn't funny.
You hear, this isn't funny. And it's starting to sound, it sounds a little tinny, but it's starting to sound more normal.
Okay. Well, I call out one more time, and then I'm just well, I'm not going down like this. This isn't how the heroes in the sci-fi books go down. And I dust myself up, and I walk right up to the dumpster, and I get back on it, and I look down at the orbs and I go, you leave me alone. I have a date.
You see that all of these things are slightly vibrating, so you can hear that almost a rattle in there. And in a perfect mimic of your voice, you hear, you leave me alone. I have a date. Coming from this dumpster. Did you pass out?
No. She's just out loud. She goes, I'm going to die. Oh, God. I don't know. I'm like holding on to the dumpster and I like kick it because I'm frustrated. It hurts. At least I'm wearing Keds and not like my high heels or anything, but like I kick at it and I go, I don't know what you want. What do you want?
You see what, like, right where you kicked, one of the balls kind of dunk, it falls over onto the other ones, and they all begin to whoop, 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 whoop,
so
a lot faster. And the one that you kicked that tipped over begins to slowly float upward. And as if there's like some kind of invisible like link to all of them, one floats up, and then another one floats up, and another one floats up, and they all begin floating up in like this chain of these balls.
How did I make this worse? She like jumps off of it again because she's like, fuck a heroin, what is happening? And she can't undo the bike because what's she gonna do? She can't leave just in case it stops again. She can't, like, she probably couldn't undo the chain anyway, and she's just sitting there and she's like, and she like looks like if there's like a rock or something harmless nearby, she like picks it up and just yeets it at one of the floating balls.
Roll me a force.
Fair. A what?
A force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
You throw this rock. It misses, obviously.
So hard. I am not a sports.
And but you throw it, and as the last ball kind of lifts out, you see them start to like rotate to be horizontal, and then they start to spin in a circle, forming like an actual circle, like a chain of these things, as opposed to a straight line.
Out?
And it's just the same kind of noise you heard last night before things got crazy. What are you doing as you see this spin around?
I'm about to cry, first of all.
Great.
She is definitely tearing up a little bit, just out of like panic. And also like last time, at least she had people around her, but now she is completely alone. So even if the entire world did get weird, she wouldn't even notice because she like can't see anybody's non-face. So she's like backed away from the dumpster, and she's looking around, and she tries one more time. She's like, Jen, this really isn't funny.
As you say, Jen, this really isn't funny, as if we have so many corruption bars. As if to say we spent a corruption bar, you see all of this circle of orbs stop. It rotates so that you see a circle like this, and then several of them fold in on each other and make a vague shape of a person, right? Like a stick figure. So there's one orb on top. There's like three that go down, legs, and like an arm kind of sticks out, and it's still floating in the air. And you see them all sort of like have this simultaneous like sheen, as if like a truck had gone by kind of thing. And all of them like flatten on one side, kind of the same way you saw the one open the night before. And on there, depicted in like a Vitruvian Man style, is Jennifer Tao.
And like for once, shit. Okay. Oh God. Shit. Okay. Oh God. Gross. And she like kind of lunges forward and is like, I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but I'm gonna, and she just like reaches out to like, as if she was like trying to get a grip onto Jennifer around like the waist and like pull her out of this.
Roll me force.
God, I really wish I'd worked out more. Please, God, let me save my girlfriend. Wow, none.
Rough. So you grab onto the foot of this thing, and you try to like yank. You feel like one side is completely flat. It's like a bowl almost. So you grab onto this thing and you try to yank whatever this representation of Jennifer Tao is out of whatever the hell is happening here. And as you grasp onto this thing and like tug with all of your strength, you feel like something tug, like the ball moves forward a little bit. And you feel warm where your hands were. And you notice that where your hands touch, it's glowing pink. Similar to how there was some handprints glowing pink the night prior.
Ruin my goddamn favorite color.
And as you like sort of throw your body backwards into it, you are awashed in darkness, much like yesterday. And you hear nothing. You can see nothing except for yourself. And then, much unlike yesterday, you hear like running footsteps, like heavy booted running footsteps. They seem to be running at you. And then as you kind of like do that, like panic for a second, they seem to be running away from you, and then a different direction away from you. It seems to be running all around you as if like frantic.
I am fully crying.
Perfect.
Tears streaming, like just quiet crying, not like sobbing or anything yet, just like straight up tears, stress tears, distress tears, fear tears.
Yeah.
Straight up, like just running down my face. And can I still see the Jennifer Tao thing? Or
No, you see nothing.
Nothing.
You
I
see
feel
you.
nothing. I see nothing.
Yep.
I see me. Well, this is horrible. I am at this point mindlessly screaming.
Okay.
Just screaming my head off because my aunt told me that when you are in trouble, there are 2 things you do. 1, you start crying. 2, you start screaming. If those fail, you pass out.
Perfect. So we're on our way to the third one.
This is real advice, by the way, that I was given growing up. Is like if somebody is mad at you, cry, scream, pass out. I was like, what?
That
No.
is popular
Fuck.
girl advice. So you are crying, screaming. You hear this running, this thing running around you. And as you're screaming, you hear a perfect imitation, perhaps, of Jennifer Tao's voice that says, "Fuck you! This is not cool!"
Jennifer?
Alara?
Oh my God. Are you in here? I can't see anything.
You hear the running stop. I can't see anything either. Where are you?
Oh my God. Were you fucking running?
I was running.
I can't believe I just said fuck. Yeah, please stop running. It's really freaking me out. All I can do is hear you.
I just heard someone screaming.
Oh, sorry.
Are you
That was me.
crying?
No.
Okay. Well, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear a direction that I'm coming from? And I'll stay here and I'll keep talking and you try to walk towards my voice.
Okay, we can try that.
Okay. To keep talking. Sorry, I did see you at the game. It's just that I saw something like this weird orb thing, and it made everybody go all weird, and it made it go dark like this. And I saw you, and I really embarrassed myself. So I'm kind of glad you don't remember, but I was there, and I don't know why this orb made it so that I wasn't there, but I was there. And the orb made everything go weird, and it took everybody's faces away. Are you any closer to me?
Okay, Pinkie Pie, take a breath.
What?
No, don't worry about it. No. Oh, it's fine. It was a joke. I think. Is this? And you feel like 2 hands on your shoulder, sort of pressed down.
I can feel you.
Gross. I can't see you at all.
It's just, wait, am I feeling them as if it's behind me or in front of me?
Behind you.
Okay. I put my hands on the hands and I go,
Whoa.
okay, ew, sorry.
That's
I'm just
so
turning
weird.
around so you're not talking to the back of my head.
Okay, great.
And I like turn around, but I keep the hands, like I'm holding the hands and like bring them in front of me, and I like don't let them go like for a second. And then I'm not even thinking, I just put them back on my shoulders because it's easier than like clammily holding hands. So I put them back on my shoulder and I like reach out to see if I can feel her shoulders or anything. But I'm like, yeah, you know what? No, we're not doing that. You can't see me at all?
No.
Did you touch one of those fucking balls?
Yes.
You probably shouldn't have touched that.
Well, how'd you get here?
Well, I never touched one. It's just that I saw your bike, so I parked my bike, which by the way, I'm not chicken shit. Thank you. I actually tried to grab you out of this thing when it showed me your weird, freaky cyborg half image, but then this happened.
Okay,
so obviously that didn't work.
Rude. Okay. Well, I mean, I not the time, I don't think. But thanks for showing up, I guess. I don't know what to.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wanted to go out with you. So anyway, so I mean, you wanted an adventure. This is probably not it, though. What you had planned.
This is not what I had planned.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Who just throws away alien tech? Like, what the fuck?
Why is it alien? You're so weird.
Oh, I saw this yesterday. The lab, they had one of those orbs. They called it like a chronosphere. It was like a time, they said it was alien tech. You know, I thought it was cool, but probably like a gimmick. But then one of those kids, one of the sports guys, kid brothers, like touched it or whatever, and I was just near them for like a minute, and suddenly everybody, like everything went dark and everybody lost their faces and couldn't see us anymore, kind of like right now. And then but before that I saw you. Before any of that happened, I saw you, and you definitely saw me. And I saw a bunch of other people, and I talked to other people. But then this morning, I woke up in my room, even though I didn't go home. I just passed out. I think I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to get out of here. I'm trying to think of every sci-fi thing I've ever read or watched, but I don't think this has happened in any of them.
I definitely didn't see you. Not the time. How did you get in here? How did I get in here? How do we get out of here?
Right. Shit. Well, I don't know exactly how I get in here, because again, I didn't touch anything, so I don't know why it keeps pulling me in here. But like, I didn't touch the first orb, and I didn't touch this one, and it's kind of cool and kind of stupid that you would touch something if you didn't know what it was, but also kind of badass. But like, maybe don't do that. I think ever again if we get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll work on that.
What have you tried? Just running
around.
Right. Okay. Well, you can touch me, so we're definitely physically not actually gone. So what if this is just a mindfuck thing? I need to stop cursing. This is horrible.
You said fuck twice.
I know.
I've never heard you say that at all.
I'm really stressed out.
I can tell. Okay. How do we... What did you do to get in here?
I grabbed onto you, and I tried to pull you out, but my hand slipped, but it got all pink and like warm. Like there was this like glowing light or something.
Weird.
when I grabbed onto you, and then
Okay.
I was here.
What if you try to do that again? Try to like pull me.
Okay. Yeah, maybe at least I can pull you into my plane of existence or something. Okay.
Okay, that sounds nerdy as hell.
You know what? If Nerdy as Hell gets us out of here, you owe me so many milkshakes. And without even waiting for a response, because whatever, she like feels out like where you're supposed to be, grabs onto her waist like she planned, and just like yanks her towards her.
Okay, roll me a force.
Yep. This is gonna be so mortifying. Please, God, a success. Are you serious?
Yikes.
I had 3 0 successes in a row. I think this thing hates me.
Well, you're 15, so you have no luck. You could burn your pride. I don't know if your pride applies to this situation. Let me see. What is your pride?
I mean, unless she like likes me enough to come to this plane of existence, I don't really know if it'll help.
I don't think your pride applies to this scenario. Let me see. Could you get an additional 2 dice from a book? I think you just gotta, I think you have a 0. I think you have 0 successes. So you grab onto her waist without waiting for her to stop talking and stop calling you a nerd, and you yank as hard as you can, and you feel your hand slip from around her waist as you sort of stumble backwards. And as you stumble backwards, you kind of complete the fall from when you grabbed the orb and yanked, and you hit the ground hard, and dust piles around, and you kind of blink whatever like stars in your eyes, and you are in the junkyard.
Alone?
Yep.
Shit. Is the orb still there?
You see the orbs begin to like clump and then become a ring again, and then they start to slowly rotate around themselves, and one by one, whoop, 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 they all fly off in different directions.
Oh! Worst date ever.
You know what? On worst date ever, that's where we end this episode. That is too perfect of a line to cut on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go around, do our introductions, get the hell out of here, do some Patreon after show. Whew, boy, that was some stressful times. Yeah, we'll start with the top of my screen. Brandy, who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to?
Hi everybody, I'm Brandy Rose. You guys can find me on the Brandy Rose at Twitter, so at the Brandy Rose on Twitter. Apart from Glenwood Unhallowed, I'm also one of the main cast members on Lords of Faerun, which is every Saturday. I'm also a podcast producer and host, currently producing and airing 4 shows: Intricate Rituals, Cringe Warning, Eat Crit, and Camera Interrupted. So if you just go to Spotify and you put in Brandy Rose, like the 2 names, with a space between them, you will get everything that I make. I also am producing a new show that I can't talk about just yet, but I'm very excited for. That will be announced on Twitch, which if you want to hang out and see my face while I talk, I debut kind of like indie games, and I test out visual novels and dating sims, especially queer ones and ones made by queer people of color, on Cutest Petite. That is twitch.tv/cutestpatoot. And then I'm also a game designer myself, which you can find on cutestpatoot.itch.io. I have a bunch of games out, and I can already announce this because it's coming out really, really soon. Hallmark, the holiday lesbian Hallmark movie you have been missing and never knew you wanted, that RPG is coming out the 1st of December. So if you were really frustrated by The Happiest Season, which we shall never speak of again, you might want to play this game. If you've ever wanted to be in a rom-com, you'll want to play this game. Also, please play this game. I'm literally scripting 6 movies to make the framework for this game. So please support the game when it comes out. All updates and everything else, as well as like inquiries for my Patreon, if you want me to jam something for you, if you want me to produce something for you, are going to be on at the Brandy Rose on Twitter.
Hell yeah. I thought you were about to say you were sponsored by Hallmark, and I was like, holy shit. Like, that's a huge company.
No, Hallmark's going to hate me when this is over. I literally, underneath it was like, Hollywood, you're really sucking ass right now. Hire me
you guys fucking
to write movies.
Love it. Let's jump right over to Gnome. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
I'm not doing anything nearly as cool as that, Brandy. That's dope AF. But my name is Gnome. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at NomeMedic. I do TTRPG things in TTRPG spaces. I have a morning talk show every Monday. It's every Tuesday. We don't do Tuesdays. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. With Eris Savai, we wake up at 9 a.m. and just talk about, TTRPGs and life and whatever else the fuck we want to talk about while sharing a cup of something. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm here on this awesome channel playing more Free League stuff. And on Fridays, you can catch me over on Friends Who Roll Dice, where I GM a game of Hyper Light Drifter.
Hell freaking yes. We'll go over to the other half of this delicious brew show. Eris, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to?
Hello, I'm Eris Savad. Pronouns are she, her. I make all sorts of stuff like hobby accessories and jewelry inspired by gaming and fantasy and magic. If that sounds good to you, you can go to erisavad.com to check out what I have in store now. I've got another shop update coming on Friday, and we are going quite icy inspired for that one. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Like Gnome said, you can find me on his channel Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time, here on Thursday and Tuesday at this time. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got, really.
Perfect. You guys out there remember that time that was the first time we had Eris on the show and I called her Aris and it sounded like our ass? I remember. I think about her all the time. It was terrible. It was a terrible day for me.
It's okay. I'm RS all over the place. So you know what? I actually made it into my logo.
Oh my
Own
god.
ass.
You got to embrace the ass, okay?
Embrace
it.
Ass. Okay.
Love it. Cherish it.
You know, people are sensitive when it comes to branding, and I saw your logo and I was like, did you know that says ass? I was like, because it's a cool logo, but like...
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the bottom looks like a butt.
I did notice, because all of me wanted to be like, your logo says ass?
Yeah, I did. That's on purpose. I embraced the ass.
You should. Patoot means fucking butt too, which like I didn't think about the fact that people would be calling me Patoot on Twitch, but like here we are.
Perfect. Great. Oh man.
It was interesting when I decided that I needed to name the logo file name and then send it to someone to print my labels. So I was like, oh, we're gonna call it Aristavad Studios logo, not ass logo.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I'm also trying to get a cat, so
And if that doesn't convince you to help support that,
get that ass a cat over at coffee.com/thatass. KP, who are you? What are you doing here? Save me from this outro.
hello, my name is KP, and my logo, unfortunately, is not an ass.
Could
and I
be.
regret that now every day. No, unfortunately, I'm set in my ways, and I cannot take Eris's ass. So, unfortunately, you know, this is it. This is me. No ass. With that being said, what I can provide is photos, lots of photos, all the photos of cosplayers, photos of I don't know, random shit, whatever you want, man, just hire me. Anyways, if you like that kind of stuff, check that out. I also get to play amazing games with people like these amazing asses here, and we get to go on fun adventures like the ones we went on today. On top of this amazing Tuesday show, I also get to play on another Unmade Gaming Channel's show on Thursdays called Void with most of the amazing people here. It's set in space. It's a lot of space related stuff, and it's fantastic, and I love it, and you should totally check that out. On top of that, I get to play another game on Friday on Trooper SJP's channel. It's called City of Light and Dark. It is a fate-based game, and we kick Nazi butt. So if that's how you want to spend your Friday evenings, just seeing us kick Nazi butt, I don't see why you would want to do it any other way. Come join us over there. Any of the links and all the information I constantly provide on my Twitter. So go check me out on Twitter, on IG, on all the other spaces. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Hell freaking yes.
An assless Indian man.
AsslessIndianManKP.com. If you guys like what we do here and you want to support the channel, please do. Patreon, a link down below. While you're down there, join us over in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. But for now, we're going to go do our after show, which you can get exclusively over on aforementioned Patreon. So for now, we'll see you guys next week. So from all of us to you, bye-bye.